This video is brought to you by Sailrite. Visit Sailrite.com for all your project supplies, tools, and instructions. In this video, we will demonstrate how to use the prefabricated vinyl piping from Sailrite. This ready-to-install piping looks great on vinyl seating fabrics like Naugahyde, Naugasoft, and Seabrook brand vinyls, plus many others, including vinyl mesh fabrics like Phifertex. Not only that, but it can be used on woven fabrics like Sunbrella, which is shown here. As you can see, this prefabricated vinyl piping looks great, even on cushions made from Sunbrella fabrics. Let's get started and quickly show you how to sew this piping to a cushion's plate. We will be sewing it to the top plate. Typically, piping is installed to the back edge of a cushion at the center position. So when ends are joined together, they will be less noticeable.
I'm going to keep the piping edge along the edge of the cushion, the cut edge of the cushion.
When beginning your stitching, leave a tail approximately 3 to 6 inches unsewn. This tail will make it easy to join the other end in a professional manner later on. The Sailrite Ultrafeed sewing machines have a cording or piping tunnel built into the standard presser foot. If using another type of sewing machine, you may need to install a cording/piping foot. When the corner is reached, the needle is buried in the fabric at the corner and the presser foot lifted. Then the fabric assembly is turned on the needle and the piping curved to match the turn. The presser foot lowered, and then the piping is sewed down the next side of the cushion's plate. You'll notice that the piping that is prefabricated from Sailrite has slits in the tail edge. Those slits allow the piping to take curves beautifully. We're going to skip ahead to a corner that is rather sharp, more than 90 degrees. Watch what Cindy does here.
When I get to this corner, this is a very sharp angle, so I am going to make a few cuts in the piping to go around this corner.
These extra slits will allow the piping to take this sharp turn even better. You can see these extra long slits that have been cut into the piping's tail allows it to take this very sharp turn. We'll now skip ahead to where the piping has to be joined together.
Okay, now when I get back to where I started, I'm going to cut this off a couple of inches beyond the other edge and open this up.
To aid in splaying open the piping, she will use her scissors and force it in there to break the glue seal at the end. Then she can peel it back, exposing the foam cording inside of the vinyl cover.
And I want to cut the cording itself off to match the other piece of cording. And I'm going to cut this piece at a diagonal with my scissors kind of angled to keep as much color on the vinyl as possible. And tuck that inside. And wrap it around and finish stitching.
Skipping ahead, the next step would be to sew the boxing, which is the side of the cushion, over the top of the piping we just installed. Then the next cushion plate would be done in the same manner.
Looks good.
Here's a look at the finished cushion with the prefabricated vinyl piping installed on the top plate. Remember, this vinyl piping also works great for many woven fabrics like this Sunbrella cockpit cushion, so feel free to mix and match to your preference and tastes. Visit Sailrite.com to see multiple brands and colors of prefabricated vinyl pipings that are made for your next sewing project.